Hey, welcome to EPN. My name is Victor Lucas, and we bring you the latest in everything cool every single day. We're going to dedicate this rundown to two of our new members, Farimer and Taz. Thank you so much for hitting that join button, you guys. You guys rock. And also to Greg Kilby, who says our This Day in Everything Cool videos make him feel old. Sorry about that, buddy. It comes with the territory, but don't worry. We got you this rundown. Microsoft might be tossing physical media out the window with their next Xbox. The company is rumored to be working on a new version of the Xbox One that doesn't include a disk drive. That's according to a report from the tech site Thurrott.com. And if true, it would mean that the only way you could play games on the new device is by downloading them from the Xbox Game Store or by using other digital distribution methods like Microsoft's upcoming cloud streaming service, Project xCloud. The most interesting thing about the report is that this rumored diskless device will apparently be a new model in the existing Xbox One family like the Xbox One S and Xbox One X, and not an entirely new next-generation device. Keep in mind that no official announcements have been made, so consider this nothing more than a rumor until that changes. If the reports are true, we could be seeing the diskless Xbox One as early as next year, and I think that this is an inevitability. I think that game consoles will be kind of, engineered to be streaming boxes, and yes, you'll be able to download some stuff to them, but more than likely, they will use, high-speed internet and some storage to kind of, download some of the game content, but leave a lot of the stuff in the cloud so that there's, it doesn't have to be a huge hard drive on your machine. But yeah, we're going to be moving into some new territory here. I think that the idea of owning physical media in games is on the endangered species list, which isn't going to make a lot of people happy. I know I still love getting discs and getting cartridges, but yeah, man, like the internet has really changed every other industry. Why wouldn't it change the video game industry in some major ways? And I think we're about to see that. And likely we'll hear a lot more about that at E3 next year, even if Sony isn't there. All right, now Disney wants to make sure that the new Star Wars attractions at Disneyland are something to see and something to hear. The attractions at the new Star Wars themed land Galaxy's Edge will feature original music composed and conducted by legendary Star Wars musician John Williams. This means all the different rides will have new music that you haven't heard in the films, and because it's John Williams, the songs will still have that authentic Star Wars sound. The 86-year-old composer has worked on all the Star Wars films with the exception of the recent spin-offs Solo and Rogue One, and he's already begun working on next year's Episode 9. Disney has also unveiled two new attractions that will be ready on opening day. One is called Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run and will give attendees the chance to walk through and pilot a life-size recreation of the Millennium Falcon. The second is called Rise of the Resistance and thrusts fans into a battle between the Resistance and First Order from the new movies. Galaxy's Edge will open at Disneyland next summer, with more Star Wars themed lands coming to other Disney parks after that. I was just in Disneyland, and I've been, a few times over the last few years, and I've seen the construction. I've seen all of the people working, mostly behind where the big tall ship sails around in the bay, where the Tom Sawyer Island is, right around there, behind the mountains and stuff. You can see these big, huge intergalactic type pillars going up. And if you go into the Star Wars landing zone, they have a scale model of what Galaxy's Edge is going to look like. It's very cool. I'm very excited. Disneyland definitely needs some freshening up with some of this stuff. I've been, because I have a young kid, and we've been fortunate enough to go there a few times, I've seen a lot of the stuff. And some of it has aged wonderfully and some of it not so much. So it's going to be very important for Disney to freshen up with this stuff and also freshen up the California Adventures side of the park with a lot of Marvel stuff. I mean, it's Disney, their future is really tied to Star Wars and to Marvel. And the way that they handle all of this stuff is going to be incredibly important. It has to be state-of-the-art technology, and it also has to be forward-thinking, and I think they're going to do it. I think it's going to be super fun. I can't wait to check this stuff out, and I know the lines are going to be huge forever. All right, it looks like audiences could stay on the edge of their seats with more from Britain's biggest new thriller. A new season of the hit show Bodyguard is on the way. That's according to the show's star, Richard Madden, who tells British tabloid The Daily Mail that talks are currently underway for a new season, with the show's creator Jed Mercurio already brainstorming story ideas. Bodyguard stars Madden as a former soldier battling PTSD who becomes a bodyguard assigned to protect a government minister whose politics he despises. The show premiered back in August on the BBC BBC and everywhere else in the world, the distribution rights are held by Netflix, which began streaming it last month. Expect Netflix to continue their partnership with the BBC if a new season gets off the ground. This might not be the only place we see Richard Madden. He's on the short list of actors rumored to be up for the role of James Bond when current star Daniel Craig steps down. And that was the reason why I checked out the first season of The Bodyguard. I have a review for you guys very soon, but I enjoyed it. And after watching that first season, I thought, yep, this guy would be great as a new James Bond. He's quite a bit younger than Daniel Craig, which is, I'm not trying to make any age-related comments there, but it gives the folks behind it, Ian Productions, the folks behind James Bond, to grow that character over many successive films. Bodyguard as a show, though, was pretty cool. Some good twists and turns in there, and it starts off with a tremendous amount of intensity. I quite dug it, and I can't wait to review it for you guys to give you my full opinion on it. All right, it doesn't sound like we're going to be getting a new Superman movie from DC anytime soon, but there's another upcoming film about the Kryptonian hero that sounds pretty cool. Indie production company Paper Chase Films is joining forces with Castlevania anime producer Adi Shankar for a film adaptation of the best-selling book Superman vs. the Ku Klux Klan. No, it's not a new DC movie. Superman vs. the Ku Klux Klan is based on the true story of a human rights activist who in 1946 joined forces with the makers of the Adventures of Superman radio drama to create stories where Superman battles the Klan, with the idea being that the stories would help undermine and reduce the influence of the real-life Klan. It doesn't sound like Warner Brothers or DC will be involved with the film, although they're probably happy with the extra attention it will give to one of their properties, similar to last year's drama Professor Marston and the Wonder Woman, about the true story of Wonder Woman creator Charles Marston. No word on when Superman vs. the Ku Klux Klan will hit Earth. This sounds like kind of timely material as well. I mean, it seems like it was timely back in the 40s, and it seems like content around this kind of idea is welcome in 2018, and hopefully it's handled with care, and hopefully the period setting won't be too much for these guys. It'll be very interesting to hear how the Superman myth comes to life on screen through the radio sequences that they're going to put together. But I have high hopes for this movie. I hope it's awesome, and I hope its statements against racism and bigotry resonate and have some power in our modern age as well, which is very cool. Okay, you guys, that's going to do it for our rundown today. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back again tomorrow with an EP live for you, so make sure you come back for that. In the meantime, check out the other content that we've been making, and if you dig it, hit subscribe, hit that little bell if you want to be notified. You can also hit the join button and become an EPN member. We would love it if you did. And we've got merch that you can pick up off of our epn.tv/merch landing page. You can check out hoodies and t-shirts. There's the espresso playground coffee that we made with 8-bit beans. And listen, do me a favor, if you could share this vid with the hashtag #PlayForever, I'd be very grateful. Thanks for watching, everybody.